Thank you. Hi, John. How are you?
They love you on both coasts.
Thank you very much. Ed, do me a little favor here. I got a lot of ground to cover tonight, so hold your questions till the end, okay? Okay. Appreciate that.
Is this are you on vacation? Are you in reruns, or?
Johnny, an entertainer is never really on vacation,
Of course,
is he?
of
No.
course.
But I actually am on vacation. I came out here for a week, and you're looking... Thank you very much. People doing bird calls up there. You're looking at a man tonight, John and Ed. I'm filled with pride. Filled with pride. And I'm proud, and this may sound silly to you,
Well.
I'm proud to be a part of the vast NBC broadcasting empire family. Yeah. And in particular, I'm proud of the promotional department. These are the people who put together the promotions for this show and the primetime lineup and all of the shows, and our show included if they ever have the time. But 4 or 5 years ago, they hired a guy, an ad executive, hired some guy, paid him about $500,000. This is the truth. You probably knew this guy. You had lunch with him, didn't
Probably,
you?
yes.
You probably liked him too, didn't you? Yeah. They pay this pinhead about $500,000 a year. And formerly he had handled the Earl Scheib account. I'll paint any car for $39.99. They said, well, if he wrote that, he's our man.
Yeah.
And so he comes over to NBC, and he comes up with a slogan for the fall campaign, which was "Be There." Of course, we've discussed this before. It was "Be There." That was the slogan this guy comes up with. And 2 years later, they did about $2 million worth of research on "Be There," and they found out that there were people in parts of the country saying, gee, are we included in that? So they changed it to "Let's all be there."
Let's all be there.
So
I remember.
now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, everybody is invited to watch NBC. Now, this guy leaves. Have you heard the new fall slogan? No, this is just insane.
I'm not
You must
sure.
have heard
I'm not
this.
up on that.
The new slogan for NBC this fall is, "Come home. Come home to NBC." Ooh, pinch me, I'm dreaming. Yeah, you really want to live here, don't you?
Yeah. You're right
wow.
about the "Be There." That didn't work too well a couple of years ago, and I think the next year that NBC went to, "We were there, where were you?" You know, it didn't work out too well.
Yeah, that kind of a deal.
I think it is. Let's all come home, right?
Yeah, come home to NBC, and yeah, this place will be crawling with every drifter and fugitive in an 8-state area. Bob, I don't see you and Connie around the neighborhood anymore. What the hell happened? Well, you know, the kids is growed. This, by the way, is my dumb guy voice.
I said right.
The kids is growed. They're, you know, off doing time, and we sold the place and moved in over here at Channel 4. It's, you know, not too bad.
Coming home.
Well, of course, the entertainment stinks, but what the hell? It's a free meal. So that's NBC,
Yeah.
and I couldn't be happier.
You are not. You mentioned last time you on your trip out here, you have trouble like a lot of us do with the airlines. You talked about being in the John that is curved,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
not
that
meant
was
for
the
normal people
no,
that
that
can
was
stand.
the Airbus.
The
Yeah.
Airbus, that's right.
Yeah. It occurred to me, it seems like every time I fly, you notice something a little different. Airlines always have a way of making things seem better than they really are. You know, I understand that. I'm pretending this stuff is funny. You know, little stuff. Like, you ever order a steak on an airplane?
Against my better judgment,
Yeah,
sometimes,
in all fairness, it's, you know, it's not that bad a steak if you're a coin collector. It's about like that. But they put these grill marks on the steak, you know. You know, like there's an open pit full of hot coals going full blast in the back there near the fuel tanks. So, big fat guy in a greasy barbecue apron flipping your meat. The other thing is snack. You know, they say there's no meal on this flight, but we do have a snack. Now, a snack to the airlines is a ½ ounce of any biodegradable matter. That's a snack. A lavatory. Now, when I think of the word lavatory, I think of some huge, pristine, massive structure finished off in Italian marble, you know. And you get in the lavatory on the airplane, and it's just a ventilation duct with some kind of cardboard urinal there in the corner. And they have that little sign on the mirror that says, please make sure you leave the lavatory nice and clean for the next passenger. You know, I think a tradition the Wright brothers started. They were pretty tidy. And, so we're getting ready. We're taking off from Kennedy a week ago. And it's United Airlines. Can I say the name of the airline?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And
Say it, let me get sued, then you can go home in New York.
so the flight attendant, very nice, responsible woman, is going through her little rundown before we take off. And she said, in the event of an unscheduled water landing, you will find your life preserver located directly beneath your seat, which for me is a blessing because at home that's where we keep all our boating stuff. Honey, when you're done with the outboard, put it back under the sofa. So it's just a reflex for me. But now let's examine this phrase. In the event of an unscheduled water landing. That's not a crash, is it?
No.
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 That's a whole different deal.
Unscheduled water landing.
Unscheduled water landing, yeah, absolutely. Not potentially the worst disaster in the history of aviation. No. These people have found a way to make it an event. Thank you so much.
What I'm trying to figure out, where would you land? Now, you're flying from New York to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Where would be a body of water that... did that occur to you?
Well, assuming you clear the coast all right.
That's right, yeah.
Then you have the Great Lakes to contend with.
I suppose that could be an unscheduled...
Colorado River?
Unscheduled water. That could be fun. We could raft right down to the Gulf.
Yeah, and then landing out here is not a sure bet either.
That's right.
So it could happen,
here.
yeah.
All right, we'll pause here for a moment.
Oh, good.
More than a moment, actually.
Of the General Electric corporate handshake. Now, you're going to see it once, and then you're going to see it in slow motion, then you'll see it again. The first time, I think, the gentleman is I'm trying to shake his hand. This will be the General Electric corporate handshake. Let's take a look at it, and then we'll show it to you in slow motion. Here he is. How do you do? No, I don't think so. And again in slow motion.
Slow motion.
GE handshake. No, forget it. That's the General Electric handshake. Can you tell that, John? No.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
This is our director, Hal
Super
Gurney.
slow.
Same thing again.
No.
Oh.
I see.
Now,
That's standard. That's...
I do want to make one announcement here. The gentleman was simply doing his job.
Of course.
It turned out to be a very, very nice man. Really, really a nice man. You have no idea the kind of man. He has a heart of gold, this guy. And we were actually intruding on his territory, and he was behaving perfectly normally.
Right.
And we have nothing but the highest admiration for him and his family.
Wherever they are. Yes. Well, okay. That was a very funny piece of tape. That's it's going to be a warm relationship.
Yeah. GE.
Now, I have something I want to show you, because I knew you had this, although I hadn't seen it. Remember the last time you were out about 3 or 4 months ago?
Right.
David has a home out in Malibu. I won't mention exactly where it is because we were only about 8 blocks apart. And I was out walking one day. Oh, yeah. Can you believe that? He's out walking? And I passed this house, and I saw this beat-up red pickup truck. I don't know how old it is, 15 or 20 years old.
73 Chevy, and it's not what I would call beat up.
Well, we're going to find out. And I said to David, I called him, we were talking on the phone, and I said, I thought you had it out in front of the house because when tourists would come by, even though you have very expensive sport cars in your garage, you put that out so people would come back and say, hey, my God, he's just like us. He drives a pickup truck. You know, you leave it there so everybody can see it. It's intruding on the street.
Yeah.
Well, being a member of the Malibu Community Property Owners Association, I went by your house this morning on the way to work. No. And I want to show you. I took this picture myself. Right now. Right in front of David's house. Now, if you drive around Malibu, it's a nice neighborhood. And I think this, potentially, as a homeowner, is a bit of an eyesore.
No, it's not.
It is, even though it's nice. And so, today, and I will take full responsibility for this, call me vigilante, if you wish, I dispatched some people to your home, because I mentioned this to you before.
Oh, good. This is what I need. Strangers roaming around in my front yard.
So, would you roll the tape that we made this afternoon since you have come? This is a view of the truck. We took this. I want you to see this fine automobile close up. Take a look at the appointments inside the cab.
It was locked.
Now look at this. Look at the seat. This is David's truck.
Yeah.
Look at this fine automobile. Parked out in front of expensive homes in Malibu. Rust spots, this thing is disintegrating. So I said to the people in Malibu, do you really want this around? Now you have to admit David, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
So here's what we did, and I take full responsibility for
No.
this. We'll roll into the next tape, Bob. We're just rolling ahead here. This happened late this afternoon while you were at the studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we go.
Oh, good. Steal it. Sure. What, did you get some of Gaddafi's boys to go out there? What the hell is this? They're stealing a truck.
Now we
No.
had a neighborhood watch. We had to move very quickly.
Oh, God. So what's next? Kidnapping my girlfriend?
I thought
That'd
this
be
was...
good. No.
And there you go. I figured now, as a private, I figured as a citizen, I did have a right to improve the community. So, David,
Like a citizen's arrest here?
David, this is your truck.
No.
Look at this fine.
Now look at Wait a minute. He scratched the damn truck. This wasn't here before. Get in touch with the Highway Patrol.
No.
My truck has been stolen. It's been returned, but I am pressing charges.
Okay, David. Now, I tell you what I'll do. I'll make you a deal.
Like a little auto theft clinic for the kids
That's
watching
right.
at home tonight.
Tell you what I really want to do. I'd like to buy the truck from you so I can put it in front of my house. So people will come by and say, oh, God, that Johnny Carson's a real Midwesterner. Look, he drives that piece of crap. Like that. That's right, a piece of crap. We'll be back in a moment.